when students were leaving, like level 400, they were excited. But it wasn't the case here. Here people are leaving, they don't know what to do. As they say in the national service, people go far away, somewhere you don't know. So my students were excited. So what are you doing about building the Ghana we want? What I always thought of was a Ghana as a university I want, Ghana where our final year students are excited leaving. So I want our students to be excited whenever they are about leaving. I also want to nowadays education is even doing that. Somebody can get a good job and the parents can give him a 200,000 cedis loan. So education is great and we are all doing well. Okay? So for the sake of time, those who were here last year, I presented on the 24-hour economy. But basically, I want to let you know that interest rates were low. I could buy two. But it's really difficult. So now we have a downward trend of inflation coming down. The governor has said he's dreaming we have a single digit interest rate. We've never had that. We've had that for inflation, not interest rate. So he's hoping we are now around 13.7. It's going to come down and the cost of borrowing will be low and we will be able to excel. And you can see that our students here use.
I go everywhere. I've been everywhere with him. We have a long history of working together, working with him in everything that he's been, either as a member of parliament, minister of state, the general secretary of our party, and he's a man that has strong history ahead of them. This victory was, in the last election, was exceptional, but I know with him, all the history of bigger victories are ahead of us in the years to come. So I challenge you that as people come and go back and they meet you, you also choose somebody that you could work with him, and the next 20 years he could be standing where I am standing. Before I sit down, I'd like to assure all team members that I sit in that office for you. The truth of the matter is that I did not think, having done all the things that we've done for the NDC, that I could be standing here. I hoped that whatever I had to do, I do it well. But I thought there were so many people who could aspire to become somebody in government or do the wonderful things. But now that I have been given, I carry into that office your aspirations, your hopes and everything in that office. But we have to be very organized in the way we do our things, and that is what is going to set us apart from the years past. I like us to be very orderly and then more deliberate. I have met all the regional youth organizers and then the team coordinators at the national level, and I've told them my plan. I will not mention it obviously here today because it's public, but it's one that would make sure that individually our future is safeguarded. And I'll work towards that every day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Felix Jimfi, for those soothing words and assurances. We would now want to hear from Dr. Zachary Habiba. She's the Commissioner of Insurance. Please put your hands together for Doc. Thank you. Doc will engage us for the next 5 minutes. All speakers, we kindly entreat you to stick to the allotted times. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Vandals in the house. So that's where the real leaders of the nation are bred, in the Vandal house. And of course, the Vikings are here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I thought you read my mind somehow, because I was just making the Vandals feel better, but I'm actually a Viking.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, the vandals make the most noise, but we know who the real workers are.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, all protocols observed. Good afternoon, members of the high table. Good afternoon to all of you. I can Thank you very much. So we are here to tell you the agenda that we have towards the resetting our nation, Ghana, from the insurance perspective or from the Commission's perspective. What we intend to do is to make a difference in the industry, and we want to do that by developing the youth of our nation to be interested in insurance. Why? Because security is a very important thing that each one of us is interested in. For example, even when you left your room, you were careful what you chose to wear because you were considerate of where you were going, what you were going to do, and that affected your thoughts. So our thoughts is that if we redefine what risk is all about and what insurance is all about, then it gives people the opportunity to be able to add on. So how are we doing this? We think that the future of insurance and security from the reset agenda begins right here in the universities, where the future leaders of this nation are being groomed. So what we want to do is to set up a campus care together with the various institutions where you get to have practical experience, work experience here as part of your course outline. So, for example, if you intend to be a lawyer, then you get to practice what it means to be a lawyer working in the insurance field. If you want to become an accountant, you get to practice what that it is, working from the insurance field. So we want to give you that opportunity, and also to want to give those who want to do research projects the opportunity to do their research on how they can contribute and add value to the nation through insurance, from an insurance perspective. And so staff of this campus care will be made up of university students, will be made up of you guys, because we think that we cannot design the older generation cannot design the right product for the industry, for your future or for your generation, but you can do that. And so we want to bring the whole insurance concept right to the campus and allow you, the students, to drive the change, to drive the research, and to determine where we are going in the insurance conversation and the insurance discussions. I believe that this offers the opportunity to every one of you here who seeks to go by the words of our national anthem, Make Ghana Strong. This is an opportunity for each one of us here to contribute to the development and growth of Ghana, so that you're not just proud of being an NDC member, but you are proud that you did make a difference to the nation at a time that it was most needed. And this is now. Thank you very much, and I hope you will come.
Thank you. We're getting to the moment we've all been waiting for. But now we want to hear debates. Please come down. Thank you very much. Like I said, we have an allocation for you, so don't take the wind out of the sail yet. We now want to hear from the Greater Accra youth organizer of the National Democratic Congress. For Amos Blessing.
Is youth, power, action. Thank you very much, the high table. I will not spend my time here because we have the General Secretary here. Whatever I will say, he will say it. So I need not spend much time here. But when I entered, I was very happy. Happy not because we have the room filled up to the brim, but because of the personalities we have at the high table. in the past, when a political party is in opposition and is fighting to win political power, even when you invite the flag bearer of that political party to a tea program, he or she will attend. If you invite the national chairman, he will attend. If you invite the general secretary, he will attend. If you invite those who are party leaders, they will attend. But immediately that political party wins political power, everybody is occupied. So when you invite them to take program, excuses here and there, they will not attend. But we have the NDC in power, the general secretary, we have high commissioners, ambassadors, CEOs, and others invited to this program. And they do not make any excuse at all. That is the reason why we are happy, or I am happy. We started a project on this campus when we were in opposition at the Law Faculty Auditorium. At that program, the then General Secretary, who is now our National Chairman, Mr. Johnson Asiadu Nketiah, was there. And he challenged us. He made us to believe that if the discussion then was that we struggled to win the various polling stations on this campus, before, when they were in the university, this campus was a no-go area for the MPP. In fact, he mentioned that the revolution that brought in, or that gave birth to the PMDC and later the NDC, started on this campus. So he challenged us that if we have not been able to lift up the image of that revolution, and now then the narrative was that the MPP had populated this campus and the MPP continued to win this campus, we should change the narrative. And with your help, with the help of the constituency executive, regional executive, national executive, and all of us today, we can say to the glory of God that this campus on December 7th, the narrative changed. And almost all the polling stations on this campus fell to the NDC. And today, we have an NDC. We can only say thank you on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the leadership of the NDC. But for your effort, but for the fact that even though the MPP came with mouth-watering promises, inducement, money here and there, you overlook all the things that they threw at you. You looked at your future, that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC presented something tangible than what you were offered, than the material things you were offered, and you supported the party and voted for the party. One thing that I can assure you is that you are evident to what is happening in this government. You look at the people who have been appointed to the various positions in this government, tells you that as a young man or as a young woman, you have future when you align with the NDC. The Director General of NSA shared his story with you. You are the human being like him. Tomorrow, if you also follow his footsteps, like he did when he was on Legon campus, one day you will also mount this podium, or a bigger podium than what we have mounted today. And when you look at the NDC currently, this is the first time that a government has dedicated a whole ministry to youth development and empowerment. That should tell you that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's government have the youth at heart and is interested in seeing that you will not only graduate from the university, but after graduation, you will have something meaningful to do. We have a story in this country that we churn out a lot of graduates from our universities. We are only interested in churning out graduates, but we are not interested in what the graduates do after university. One HR, a seasoned HR personnel told me that what we have been doing in this country is that when you graduate from the university and you are looking for a job and you are not getting anything to do, the next thing you will do is that I want to get someone to sponsor me to read a master's degree, thinking that with a master's degree, you will get something to do. You do that master's degree, you end up not getting anything to do. And the HR personnel will tell you that if they are recruiting, they will not recruit someone with a master's, starting from the master's degree. Because they will start with from somewhere that they are also looking at how they will maximize profits. And if they recruit you at the level of a master's degree, they can't pay you. That is not to say that a graduate program is not good. It is good. That is the reason why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wants to create the avenue for you that when you graduate, even with the first degree, you get something meaningful to do before you think of what? Pursuing a postgraduate program. What we have started should not end. What we started on December 7th should not end. We appreciate your efforts. It's a gradual process. We may not be able to take care of everybody at a go. It's a gradual process. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's government has a 4-year term. Some will get the effects of what is happening at this immediate moment. Others will get it later. At least those of you who are in level 100, who are in this room, will attest to the fact that the impact of this government, you have already felt it with the no free stress policy. It has never happened in the history of this country. And it can only happen when you have an NDC government in place. So we will entreat all of you, do everything you can. Be an evangelist of the NDC party and the NDC government. And I can tell you that if the NDC continues to win election, Ghana will be a safe haven for all of us. And we will not retrogress and corrode the system like it happened under his Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you very much, Commander. Very energetic delivery there. Please do it better for him. Under normal circumstances, the next person we would have wanted to listen to would have been the MCE for the constituency, but we understand he's held up somewhere. Thankfully, we have a spokesperson. He has only 3 minutes. Then we'll introduce formally the 10 executives. Then we'll hear from our party's general secretary. And so on that note, Jacob Selassie Shamati.
trendybeats.com.
Thank you very much. Ayazu. No, I can't hear you. Do it well. Ayazu. Uyamizu. Thank you very much. The Lord bless you. Tap the person sitting next to you and tell him or her, power has come. And you have a role to play. Power is meant to be exercised. Therefore, position yourself well to exercise this power. Thank you very much. Now, power is meant to be exercised. And in the exercise of power, we need to create opportunities. But ask yourself, are you ready to enjoy the opportunities that are being created? Maybe you want to be part of the delegation that will travel to go and watch the World Cup. And here you are, you don't have a passport. So when the time comes, are you going to use your palm to receive the visa? You want to benefit from Ejumara, and your business is not registered. So what are you going to present to be able to benefit from these opportunities that we are creating for our young people? All I am saying this afternoon is that let us all prepare ourselves. Power has come. It is your right, it's your right to benefit from this power. But if you are not prepared, the opportunities will pass you by. I bring you greetings from our municipal chief executive. He is on his way. He will join us shortly. But what I want to say again is that take advantage of extracurricular activities. When I was in school,
I was one of the people who groom and nurture people for various leadership positions across the country, not only at Legon. Because I believe that young people have talent, but they need a little push. So that is what we have been doing over the years. And I want to encourage all of you here, take up leadership positions. Look, research I've conducted revealed that less than 50% of the knowledge you acquire in the lecture hall is actually applied when you leave school. Yes. Most of the life out there is about how you relate with people and those experiences you gain from extracurricular activities. So get something to do something for kids. Don't just be a member. Play a crucial role so that you'll be able to gain that experience, and when opportunities come later in future, you'll be able to grab it and play your role and work effectively. So on this note, I wish you well. The Lord bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jacob Selassie Shamate. Dr. Carl Makahin is the Deputy Director of External Relations of the National Democratic Congress. We are giving him just 2 minutes. Doc, please, over to you. Please put your hands together.
Eyezu, Eyejo, revolution has a long way to go, but has come to stay. Revolution has a long way to go, but has come to stay. Cadence may go, cadence may come, but the revolution has come to stay. Revolution has a long way to go, has come to stay. My affable General Secretary, Honorable Fifi Kote, and my great comrade, teen student, I will deviate from the normal. The lesson I will say is that being with the NDC gives you a lot of opportunities. I just want to share something with you guys. In 1992, when the party was formed, I was there at Cape Coast. Eyezu. Today, I look back and I ask certain questions that I'm the Deputy Director for International Relations. My mother was a poor mother. I never thought that I will occupy such a position in this party. I was a branch youth organizer. I became constituency deputy youth organizer. I became a member of the regional working committee. I went to Commander Teacher Training College. I was the dean president in 1996. After that, the NDC party gave me scholarship to go and study abroad. Eyezu. What I want to tell you is that do not think that NDC will forsake you. Do not think that NDC, everything that you are doing, I can assure you, the party is what is watching. Eyezu. When I came back from school, I was appointed to work at the party head office. Again, I was appointed to be the Deputy Executive Director of National Service. Eyezu. So I want to encourage you that as I stand here, my General Secretary will share everything that you want to hear. So we need not to talk, as my good brother Emo said. But I want to encourage you that dedicate yourself for the work of the party. And when it is time, the party will reward you. Eyezu. Thank you very much.
please do it better for him. Dr. Carl Ahe is the Deputy Director of External Relations at the party's headquarters, I should say. We've heard a lot of masculine voices. The voice of the party's General Secretary is equally a male voice. And so I've been told that we have to intersperse with a powerful woman's voice. And that's how come Professor Star Nanaba Kluche is the next voice that we'll be listening to. She's joining us in a matter of seconds. We are just setting the stage properly for her. After that, there would be no other voice than the voice of the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress. So, Mr. DJ, please carry us along as we wait for Prof. She'll do a delivery of 3 minutes. After that, we'll listen to the National General Secretary. DJ, over to you.
trendybeats.com.
Thank you. Prof is indeed here, but due to a slight complication, she cannot walk upstage, and therefore we want to go back to where we were, if you remember, before the General Secretary joined us. Carlson Sinaribafo was saying something before the General Secretary, so therefore it's appropriate that we return her to the stage. She's shocked, but please put your hands together for Ghana's new ambassador to the Republic of Spain.
Good afternoon again. Okay. As I was saying, you have to take your education serious, because with education you can achieve anything you want. And I believe you all here are future leaders. So please take your education serious. My brother here said NDC is a party of opportunity. So I believe with education, you can achieve anything you want. Thank you so much.
All right. The Member of Parliament for the constituency is John Kofi Settle Bello. He's also the Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture. Unfortunately, he's not here. He's not in the jurisdiction, but digitally, he has a message for us, and that message we want to hear before the General Secretary, beg your pardon, of the NDC. And so, please let's have that. 10 executives, please line up. We'll introduce you briefly to the General Secretary before he takes the microphone. Let's hear from the MP for the area briefly. If that is not ready, I'm sure because we are out of time, we'll just skip it and proceed. The message for the MP, for how many of you know John Dumelo? Of course, you all know him. Yeah, he's the man we're about to see on the screen. He's not in the jurisdiction now, working tirelessly to help reset the country. But of course, because of technology, we can hear from him far away. So that's him. Let's hear from the MP. Our fine MP is talking, but we can't hear anything. Okay. Okay. I think we finished hearing him, right? Yeah. We've heard him in the member of the spread. Please put your hands together for the Member of Parliament for the constituency, John Kofi Settle Dumelo. Abubakar Mohammed is the regional team coordinator. He has a very single and straightforward duty to perform. To introduce the 10 executives, then the General Secretary will take the microphone. So Abubakar, you have just 2 minutes really to do that quickly, then we set ourselves for the party General Secretary.
I can't be that also. My full Deputy Regional Team Coordinator is here, so she will do that. Thank you very much.
Asiadu. Good afternoon. Mr. Chairperson, General Secretary, the Youth Organizer, and non-invited guests here present. It is a great honor to stand here to introduce to you the newly elected 10 executives for the 2024-2025 academic year. They are charged with the responsibilities of leading all 10 activities here on the University of Ghana campus. And I would gladly like to introduce them. First with the President, His Excellency Ali Modek Benedict. Thank you. Followed by His Vice President, Her Excellency MFA Christabel Senyama. The Deputy General Secretary, Ababio Sandra. Communications Officer, our Sami Jefi. Prince Kuma. Deputy Communications Officer, Joseph Baleto. The hard-working organizer, Sabifu Yakubu. Deputy Organizer, Robert Wuga. We have an amazing Women's Commissioner who sees to the interest of all the ladies and the women here on University of Ghana campus team. Let us welcome Jacobel Frimpong. Deputized by another hardworking Wokom, Kim Asawobetu. We have the person in charge of all our finances, Sefako Atiboli. Is she here? Deputized by Carl Oklu. So students, these are the executives you chose to lead you here on University of Ghana campus. And I'm very humbled and glad to introduce them to you. Honorable General Secretary, please, can you please say, please, I introduce to you or I present to you the 10 executives for University of Ghana. Thank you. Once again, I'm Estella Hoffman, Deputy Coordinator. Thank you.
Okay, 10 executives, you would all resume your seats. The president has a thing or two to say. Then we would play the party's anthem and listen to the general secretary. So the 10 executives there, having been formally introduced, Mr. President.
Youth, power, action. Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests of honor, the General Secretary of our party, Honorable Fifi Kweti, invited guests, party executives, comrades, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly observed. Good afternoon. It is with great humanity and joy that I welcome you all to this memorable general meeting of KUG. Today marks a historic moment, not merely because we have gathered under one roof, but because we are graced by the presence of some of the most distinguished personalities in our party and public life. On behalf of the entire UG10 fraternity, I extend heartfelt appreciation to all special guests, especially the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, our eloquent and brilliant Chief Scribe,
whose presence is a testament to the value our great party places on student activism and youth leadership. Mr. Chairman, when I look around this room and reflect on what this administration has achieved in this short time, I am filled with pride and optimism. The previous administration laid a solid foundation and worked tirelessly to win the University of Ghana electoral area for the NDC, a milestone that significantly contributed to our party's historic victory in Ayawaso West Legon, the first since 1996. I proudly recall serving as organizer during that time, when I created an organizing working committee that became a catalyst for mobilization during the 2024 general election. Together with my colleague executives and our resilient grassroots members, we delivered on our mandate. Since assuming office as president of TNUG, and with the unmatched support of my fellow executives and the entire membership, we have remained focused and intentional. I have been deeply motivated and compelled to emulate the exemplary leadership of the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in my own way as President of TNUG. Asiadu. In reflecting on my journey, I realized that if I truly want to succeed, I must learn from him and embody some of the outstanding leadership qualities he demonstrates. I say some of his qualities because President Mahama's experience and capabilities are vast. Some of the things he does are simply beyond imagination. Think about it. If in just 6 months, he and his administration could perform so well that they wipe out the disastrous effect of 8 years under Jack Toronto and his King Brothers administration, how could I possibly hope to replicate even a fraction of those qualities within my limited capacity? This is only possible through the never-dying spirit of the NDC. But even in my small capacity, I am committed to learning, growing, and leading with humility, just as our great party teaches. Allow me to highlight some of our achievements. We started by welcoming freshers into our fold, secured chip-embedded passport for members, the first among student political groups, registering over 2,751 members. We have expanded our base and strengthened our internal structures. We hosted a public speaking and leadership seminar, organized a committee workshop, and collaborated with 18+ to embark on vibrant and unified network. And today, we have gathered for this beautiful general meeting, headlined by our highly respected General Secretary and several other distinguished dignitaries. But we are not stopping. This administration is set to do even more. We are fired up, united in purpose, and determined to maintain the University of Ghana as a stronghold of the NDC. We believe the party can rely on us, and we intend to prove it. So I humbly appeal to the leadership of the great party to support us, stand with us, invest in us. TNUG remains steadfast in commitment to deepening the party's vibrancy on campus, and we will not relent. We will not back down. We will not fade out. Mr. Chairman, with sincerity and conviction, I make this promise today. We shall work assiduously with every tool, every skill, and every effort to win the UGSRC Presidential and General Secretary race for the NDC and for the NDC at large. Our time is now, and our will is formed. None of our past achievements and those we aspire to would have been possible without the people who stood by me and this administration every step of the way. Permit me to express my gratitude to them. To my colleague executives who have selflessly put their academics on the line to keep this fraternity alive on campus, I say thank you, Ayiko. Your sacrifices are not in vain. To my very good brother, the General, the former communications officer, thank you very much. To Dr. Michael Mensah, MC for Ayawaso West Legon, the constituency executives, your support has been a blessing. We deeply appreciate you. To the 10 UG patron, I say may God bless you abundantly for your devotion and the many sacrifices we continue to make for our growth and progress on campus. To the Greater Accra Regional Team Coordinators, Comrade Abu Bakar Mohammed and his deputies, I remain deeply grateful for your backing. To my boss, the Greater Accra Regional Youth Organizer, Amos Amose Blessing, the Oracle, the man who has been the bedrock of my personal and political development. Thank you very much for your mentorship, dedication, and faith in this fraternity. To the National Youth Wing of the party, through Comrade Osman Ayariga, Deputy National Youth Organizer, we are thankful for your strategic guidance and constant encouragement. Mr. Chairman, this is not just a gathering, it is a statement that youth are ready to lead, ready to serve, and ready to build. Because where there is youth in power, there is indeed a nation in progress. Comrades, the struggle continues, but so does the victory. Together, let's rise, serve, and succeed. Long live NUG, long live the NDC, long live the spirit of coalition.
Thank you very much. Teammates, we are going to take you after this one. And so again, please rest your horses for us. Now, our party's General Secretary, teammates, please, thank you. Our party's General Secretary is not only a fine intellectual, he's also a very considerate leader. And that's why he has given room for us to continue to listen to a few more voices before he finally speaks. Please, let's do it better once again for Mr. Right, waiting. And so on that note, Dr. Michael Mensah, earlier the spokesperson had inserted some comments on his behalf, is here and we want to hear him formally. Please put your hands together for the MCE for the afterwards.
Good afternoon. I want to stand on the existing protocol. It's a privilege to join you today for this important engagement. As the Municipal Chief Executive and a proud member of the great NDC tradition, I am delighted to speak on the subject that strikes at the very heart of our future, empowering youth to take action, organizing our communities, and engaging with local government. Let me begin by stating this clearly. The youth are not just the future of this country. You are the present. You are the driving force of innovation, energy, activism, and nation building. Across Ghana, the most vibrant voices in advocacy, education, entrepreneurship, and even governance are youthful voices. But for this energy to shape our society meaningfully, it must be guided by action, structure, and purpose. Empowering youth to take action. Empowering begins with awareness. As MC, I have seen firsthand how many young people remain unaware of the tools and platforms available to them to influence local and national development. It is time to bridge this gap. It is time for youth to rise, not just in protest, but in purpose. Rise to serve, rise to innovate, rise to lead. We must promote leadership training, mentorship, entrepreneurial support, and digital literacy. Government cannot do it alone. Youth must organize to demand inclusion and actively seek opportunities to solve problems, whether it is climate change, sanitation, education, or job creation. Your voice matters and your hands are needed. True transformation does not begin in Accra. It begins in our neighborhood. Community organizing is how ordinary people build extraordinary movements. Look at our own party history. NDC was built through grassroots mobilization. From door-to-door campaigns to community outreach programs, we must revive that culture. As youth activists, organize health screenings, literacy drives, clean-up exercises, and policy dialogues. Don't wait for permission. Build coalition and act. The structures of the party are there to support you. Your leadership today will determine our electoral victory tomorrow. As MC, I invite you to engage actively with our local assemblies. Too many young people feel that local government is distant. Our West irrelevant, or West irrelevant. That is a dangerous mindset. It is through local government that budgets are allocated, development plans are crafted, and service delivery is implemented. If you want to see change in your communities, it is where you must show up. Attend town hall meetings, question development plans, contribute to district education oversight and sanitation committees. Advocate for youth decks at municipal assembly. I assure you, when young people are involved, policies become more responsive, more just, and more sustainable. In conclusion, our mission as a party is not only to win election, but to build society rooted in justice, equity, and opportunity for all. The mission cannot be fulfilled without the active participation of our youth. Let me leave you with the words of President John Dramani Mahama. The youth of Ghana must not wait for change. They must be the change. So I ask you, will you rise to lead? Will you organize your communities? Will you hold your local leadership accountable? I believe the answer is yes. And I pledge to support that journey as your MC and a comrade in the struggle for a better Ghana. Thank you, and may the flame of Team continue to burn bright in every corner of our nation. Long live Team, long live the NDC, long live the youth of Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I understand we have in our company this afternoon reps from KNEST Tain. Can we see you? Are you here? KNEST Tain, I understand you are with us. UEW, do we have UEW here? University of Cape Coast, do we have reps from here? Okay, UPSA, Accra Technical University, Accra College of Education, Ghana Telecom University, University of Ghana, Distance Education, GIMPA, Tain. Is anyone here from any of those? Okay, thank you very much. We are grateful for joining us. Here is where we now get into the reason for our gathering, why we have come here this very afternoon. And so let me take you on his profile. In the year 1992, on record, he was the chairman of the NDC University of Ghana chapter. Mr. DJ, I have to say that while he's coming, you'll have to play the party's national anthem. Once upon a time, he was the media aide to former President Jerry John Rawlings. He's also been the National Propaganda Secretary of the NDC. This was between the period 2005 to 2009. Also the spokesman for the Forum of Setting the Record Straight. Once upon a time, he was a national person as the Minister for Food and Agriculture, also Minister for Transport. Again, in terms of parliamentary business, he's been the MP for the Ketu South constituency, and currently he is the chief scribe and the principal administrator of the NDC. Ladies and gentlemen, with an ovation, please let's be on our feet, giving honor to the party's General Secretary, Mr. P.P. Yabi.
Thank you so much. How many of you have ever listened to the anthem of the New Patriotic Party? The difference is always clear. When you listen to our anthem is so inspiring. That alone makes you know that this is a real party. I can't understand why anybody will sing an anthem and says the elephant is a winning singer. It's all right. Thank you very much. I want to begin by saluting all the personalities on the high table. I want to thank the organizers of the program, the new leadership of TAIN on the University of Ghana campus, my comrades who are here representing different segments of our ruling party and the government. Particularly, I want to thank you, students of the University of Ghana, my alma mater. I'm happy to be back on campus. My political journey started right here on campus. So anytime I come back to this campus, it's a sense of nostalgia. It's a sense of where this journey began. I want to express my prayer and my hope that where some of us reach, many of you will reach leading line. And that is what it is I want to communicate today. I want your generation to aspire for more. I want your generation to aspire for more. I want there to be a restlessness in your souls. And let me begin by saying that I was privileged to be the very first, at the time we call it chairman of the NDC on this campus. The very first one. Great privilege. And that was in the year 1992. The very first election that was done in the fourth Republican Constitution. And I can tell you my story. I was actually not even a member of the NDC. I was just a passionate lover of Jerry John Robbins. So when I arrived, that that year of election 92, when I arrived on campus, I saw a lot of NDC people moving around left, right, and center, showing their signals, shouting, Ishi, and I'm like, what's going on?
1 hour.
So that hardly anybody had the courage to identify with the NDC. So I used to wonder, but why NDC people all over the place, and NDC, you hardly see anyone? So I think it wasn't long. A day or two, I'm like, what's going on? This is becoming too much. So I decided, I know, let me find out. So I saw somebody, he had a little NDC badge on his chest. So I asked him, where did you get this one? So he got it at Kokomemle, near Paloma. And I said, yeah, what is that place? He said, that's where the NDC office was. So I decided I'm going to go to that place. So back in town, we used to move across, and we took our trotro, and when you walk down, after the gate there, right? So I joined one trotro and to circle. I lighted a Paloma, and I asked where the NDC office. He showed me the NDC office. That day, when I went into the house, the first time I was in the office, I went and I looked for every paraphernalia that could be obtained. From the umbrella to the shirts. Then at that time we had like a bag. They had what you call a badge. And from that day all the way to, at that time we had the first election November 3, and the second was supposed to be December 3. Of course, the December 3 NPP ran away from it, so it happened to only be November when we did what's called a presidential. So from that day to November 3, every single day, all I did on this campus was to wear the NDC paraphernalia. And the reason I did that was simple. Simply to give courage to many on this campus who believe in the NDC, who believe in what John Rawlings had done. They simply were too afraid to show that they belonged to a party that was worth fighting and dying for. What am I trying to tell you? That you must have the courage of conviction. You must believe in a cause and be ready to fight for that cause, even if it means everything was going to be against you. I was then in the Department of Economics, and anybody who knows University of Ghana back in time, the stronghold of the NDC was the economics department. Every lecture in the economics department was effectively NPP to the core. And who born dog for you to show that you were NDC? Despite that, I said, you know what, I don't care. I argued with them every step of the way. In the lecture room, the lecturer is speaking against NDC, and I rise up and say, sir, you are wrong. And then it becomes a debate. And I debate on behalf of the NPP. He debates on behalf of the NPP. And trust me, I almost always won the debate. Now, I'm not saying this to praise myself. What I'm trying to tell you is that you must have a desire for something great for your country. I believed then, and I still believe now, that the NDC was the vehicle for the transformation of our country. I believe Jerry Rawlings was an instrument